New tonight, the Sierra Club has filed a motion to intervene in proceedings related to the state's emergency order to require the decommissioning of the Red Hill fuel tanks. The Sierra Club says it wants to participate in the proceedings to ensure that the Navy is held accountable and is calling for the permanent closure of the Red Hill facility.
Some local elected officials are also echoing those calls. KITV4's Leah Kamana spoke with several of them today. She now joins us live in studio. Leah, what are their feelings about the situation?
Rick, I spoke with Mayor Blangiardi, State Representative Aaron Ling Johansson, and City Council member Brandon Elefante, all of them telling me that making sure our population's drinking water is safe is of the utmost importance. But here's what they each had to say when asked about the decommissioning of the Red Hill fuel tanks.
Well, this is really a matter of national security, and so in that particular case, I'm going to defer it to people way above where I am at the city and county to make a statement on that.
There's a tremendous amount of concern.
State Representative Aaron Ling Johansson telling me that 48 out of 51 members from the State House are calling for the decommissioning of the Red Hill fuel facility and the moving of it to somewhere safer.
The truth is, over the past 7 years since we've known about it, from spill after spill after spill or leak after leak, the Navy doesn't have the capacity to prevent these episodes from occurring. Whether it's human error or whether it's a result of the tanks or the associated infrastructure. The fact is, they just don't have the ability or the accountability and double check mechanisms to stop it from happening. And I think that's the concern of everybody, and that's why some major change of course of action is necessary on the Navy's part.
City Council member Brandon Elefante saying, while Council understands the reserve fuel is critical for the U.S. military.
What I would also say to the Navy is that water is also a critical resource for our island residents and those that need it. And that is very important, just in the same fashion as jet fuel. But at the same time, water is life. It fuels everything that we have.
But when asked where a potential new facility would go?
That's really a good question, and hopefully we can get answers at our hearing coming up. I know that they had a hearing before the state legislature last week. So hopefully that could be part of the solutions in their plan and recovery plan, to be resilient, to answer to the community, to make sure, okay, if you're going to defuel, where can you replace this vast amount of fuel to still operate? Mayor
Blangiardi telling me he wants to be hopeful.
But I have every confidence, given the resources that are being put against this, and the trust in the Navy and the military, for that matter, to remedy the situation. But more importantly, I think even in Ernie Lau, who's the head of our Board of Water Supply.
And when I asked him about worst case scenario regarding the potential contamination of our aquifer.
We're hoping that that's not the case, and there's reason to believe that we don't have to speculate on that. We will deal with whatever we have to deal with should the situation arise in the best interest of the people who live here. I can promise you that.
Now, City Council does have a special council meeting coming up this Wednesday where members will be looking at one bill and one resolution pertaining to the contamination at Red Hill, Bill 48. That would require the Navy to have a permit to operate the tanks unless it proves that the tank system will not leak regulated substances into the environment. And Resolution 21-276 urges the permanent removal and relocation of the Red Hill fuel storage facility. In the newsroom, Leah Kamana, KITV4 Island News.